Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ Family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
There is never a bad time for some good friends.
Dude, I'm in the bathroom. Get out of here.
This is the Ace and Friends radio show.
What are we looking forward to now?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're on vacation next week.
I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Hell yeah, dude. Staycation, baby. What am I saying? Well, it is a staycation for the most part. But next Friday, the 19th, I'm going to Houston.
Oh, nice.
My annual get-together. Mm-hmm. It's an $11 trip, baby.
Really?
Yeah. I have used my points on the credit card to pay for the airline ticket. So you have to pay whatever. I owed $11. Maybe it's $21. It's the tax part of it that you got to pay.
Nice.
So I can't complain. And then I get there, and because my friend Alan doesn't travel, he takes care of the food. And then we all chip in like whatever. Usually he takes care of the food and drink, and we leave him. We just hide money in his house laying around because he won't take money for it. He's like, no, y'all paid to fly here, so I'll pay for everything else. So it kind of averages out.
Sure.
So I can't complain. It's a little weekend getaway for $11.
How long do you get to do that for?
I'll leave Friday morning at 7 and return Sunday. He wanted me to come Thursday because a lot of times I'll fly in like a day early before everybody else. But we're on vacation. And maybe it looks kind of bad that we're on vacation and I'm leaving my family a day early on vacation. You know what I mean? So maybe I'll fly out Thursday afternoon. Oh. Yeah. What are y'all going to do Thursday afternoon? I kind of felt bad about that. Like, maybe I'll fly out early Friday morning. So I'll be at the airport at 5 o'clock on a Friday morning just to make sure. Because even with TSA PreCheck now, in Charlotte, it's insane getting through the airport. I was watching some stuff over the July 4th weekend. People were saying over 2 hours, and TSA people were saying over an hour to get through. There is you got to be kidding me. Ugh. And I did read, somebody said, it was a TikTok that somebody posted, and I started following up on some of the comments, and it was, hate that my home airport is the worst airport I encounter every week. They travel every week. And this person was showing the lines and all at the Charlotte airport compared to other airports around the country they travel to. They were ridiculous. It's completely insane. Oh.
Yeah, summer. It's peak season, right?
Yeah. But it's hard. If you travel all the time like that, that's brutal.
Yeah.
I've got a friend that's gone. Gosh, for work, he had to go to, once he went to South America and once he went to Europe. He was gone 3 weeks. He was gone for 3 weeks. I was like, how do you pack for that?
Yeah.
He's like, the company has to pick up dry cleaning in the hotel. So they dry clean, get this. He goes, I just pack a full suitcase and then get it all cleaned a couple times. Wow.
Yeah.
3 weeks you were
That's
gone.
nuts.
Yeah. And in that, only a couple of days here and there, like day off, complete day off here. Because he's like, if I'm going to go, I just want to do it. Let's work every day so I can get home sooner. I don't want to. So there were like 2 days in there he had nothing to do. And I was like, sightsee? Just laid in the bed and prepped for the next day. You
really don't want to get out and do stuff.
Yeah. So you come to Ace and Friends for important stuff every day. I know. If I sounded weird just then, I just bit my tongue. There is something very important that Rob brought to our attention earlier today before the show began that I think has got to be discussed in detail. Coming up next.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Ace and Friends.
When a donut is just not enough.
Oh my God. You talking about this donut we were?
Yeah. I didn't hear. I was prepping something. I didn't hear the beginning of the discussion, but I just thought I heard Rob say, and then they took the donut and put a Kit Kat on top of it. Like, what? What are you talking about, Rob? It's a donut. It's a donut with a Kit Kat on the top of it?
So Krispy Kreme has 3 different Kit Kat donuts. Let's see. They are described as the Kit Kat Crunch, which is broken up pieces of Kit Kat with some other crunchy things on top of it, on top of a glazed donut. And then there is one called the Kit Kat Cookie Dream, which is a stuffed donut that has the same things on, crumbled on top of it.
Boy, get out of here.
And then the third one is called the Kit Kat Salted Caramel Brownie. And it is basically the first one, but with just caramel on it as well. Caramel.
A Kit Kat salted brownie donut?
Yep. Salted caramel brownie donut is what they call it. Yep.
Good Lord.
I am looking at this, and it looks fierce. It looks phenomenal. The Kit Kat Cookie Dream Filled Donut.
I think it's filled with they call it cream with a K, and I don't know exactly what that is.
Yeah, and then it's topped with a Kit Kat broken up, and it's like something drizzled, some type of chocolate or what drizzled over the top. It looks like I can hardly breathe. It looks so good. It looks amazing. The regular Kit Kat Crunch donut, half the donut is just chocolate covered, chocolate glazed or whatever, and the other half is chocolate glazed with the Kit Kat broken up all around it.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, it looks amazing. The Kit Kat Cookie Dream Filled Donut, though, looks incredible. And we're not being paid by Krispy Kreme to promote this. I didn't even know it was Krispy Kreme at the time. I just heard that is unreal.
This is what they show in European classrooms when they talk about Americans.
That's exactly what they show.
Look at what they're eating. That's pretty embarrassing. This is a donut filled with brownies.
Yeah, let's see. Hey, one of them's got 324 calories. One donut, not too bad, 17.4 grams of fat and 39 carbs. You'll be all right.
How much sugar in it?
It doesn't say. They
basically just write, don't worry about it.
They just omitted that.
It's a lot.
Come on, if you're coming in there, you're getting
a whole lot.
You're getting a Kit Kat donut. Are you really concerned about the sugar content of that?
A ton. Are you happy now? There's a ton of sugar in it.
You're right. That is what. Like then Americans.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly
would
what
take
they show.
this donut and look at this beautifully delicious chocolate, cream-filled, chocolate-covered donut and say, how do we make that even more fat?
Can we jam a candy bar inside of it?
No, but we can sprinkle it all over the top.
This is Ace and Friends.
We're here with our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies. And, Richard, people have credit card bills, and they need to use that equity, don't they?
That's right. Use the equity in your home, restructure your debt, save yourself a bunch of money, and it's easy. We've got the instant equity. It's simple. They make you an offer. You can close in 4 days, get your money that quick. Ace, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. It'll change your life in virtually no time. Starts with a free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com. The Richard Toccato Company.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
This is Ace and Friends.
It is well documented on Ace and Friends that we don't believe anybody waiting on you, checking you out, whatever the case may be, should be making comments about your order. So where do you stand on this one? This lady who experienced a surprising episode at a Chick-fil-A.
I'm at Chick-fil-A. I just ordered, and I said, hi, can I get a Cool Wrap meal, please? But can I upgrade to a large? And the guy's like, oh, what do you want for your drink? And I said, root beer, please. He goes, okay. What about your side? Do you want to keep the fries, or do you want something healthier, right? And I said, no, fries are good. And he goes, wait, and what do you want to drink? I said, a root beer. He goes, whoa, who are you? And I said, I'm a mom who likes French fries. What kind of question is that?
I get that.
Why is he making a comment?
Yeah, just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. That's a weird one.
Yeah. Although, I do wonder when she ordered, when he said, do you want the fries? You probably want something healthier. That might have been his way, almost kind of flirty. Like, I'm looking at you, you probably want something healthier.
I see you're in shape, girl.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And she also ordered the Cool Wrap, which it sounds like it's just a wrap instead of the sandwich.
Yeah.
So it kind of implies that, oh, you'd probably want something a little bit healthier, maybe.
You're cutting down on your carbs a little bit.
But at the same time, shut up.
Yeah, don't
just
make a
shut
comment.
up. Yeah, you don't need to be flirting or trying to be funny or, trying to you got to just take the order. I understand the urge to do it.
Yeah,
as somebody who worked retail.
What he essentially did is when she said, you want the fries? Large? Okay, and large root beer? Yes. Damn.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
you might as well.
what he just did.
Yeah.
You want a milkshake too?
Yeah.
When you
H-back.
worked retail, Riggins, I mean, it was at a big box store. There were moments where you had to like walk away or bite your tongue, like
or even as like a bagger, like you want to build up some sort of rapport because you're bored or whatever.
Yeah.
I get it. You're standing outside at the drive-thru for 8 hours. You want to have a little bit of fun every once in a while, but you gotta sort of have some clarity. You're talking to a woman about the thing she's eating. Yeah, hot topic,
Do you think it could have been really? Do you think he could have been a little bit flirty? Like you probably want something healthier.
I don't know.
I'm not saying it's a good way to be flirty, but I'm just opening the door to the possibility. He saw her and was like, because she looks like she's an in shape lady in the TikTok.
You certainly try to get a better rapport with women. At least I did. Right, I don't try to anything with dudes when they're I'm not trying to make them laugh or smile, but I get the urge to do it. But he just did not do it well.
Not at all. It's surprising at a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you never hear about stuff like that.
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
Our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and we're talking about home improvement. That doesn't just mean, like, my wife thinks our home would improve if I left it. That's not what that means, is it?
Yeah, for Jody, that would probably help her out. But for everybody else, we need a sun deck or they want a backyard kitchen. It's an easy phone call to 704-800-4719 or log on to homewithrichard.com.
Now, you've got the money in your home. Let Richard find it. HomeWithRichard.com. It's the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
This is Ace and Friends.
Spanning the globe for the good news, because Lord knows we need it. There is a teenager in New Hampshire who saved the day when a runaway boat started spinning in circles last week. 17-year-old Brady Procon hopped on the back of a jet ski and jumped onto the moving boat. He got his neighbor. His neighbor's name is Jeremy. And Jeremy had the jet ski, and he told you, get me out there. They had some kids who'd been knocked out of this boat, along with the instructor who got hit in the head, and it knocked him out. And when they went out of the boat was in circles. And so he told his friend Jeremy, just ride alongside the boat. So they circled. First, they got the kids out of the way. Then they circled the boat until they could get the timing down because the boat's circling. And then they got right up alongside it, got ahead of it enough that he could jump from the jet ski to the boat. And he just put it in neutral. He's like, didn't know what else to do. So it's the thing to do.
Crazy.
Yeah, he said he didn't think about the risks. He just went for it, adding, quote, "It was fun. I'd do it again."
A little adventure.
75-year-old woman in Pennsylvania named Donna Osborne was supposed to fly to Florida for a vacation, but her flight got delayed multiple times when she was at the airport. Been there. That is an excruciating experience. So she decided to skip the trip and went home. And it's a good thing she did, because on her way home, she ended up stopping at the store and bought a lottery ticket and won $5 million.
$5 million?
Yeah, now she's planning a much bigger vacation to Alaska. Oh, by the way, she recently beat cancer. So things are really looking up for her.
Alaska?
Yeah. And a 5-year-old girl from England recently lost her favorite stuffed animal on a trip to Disney World and had to go home without it. But Disney employees got in touch 2 weeks later to let her parents know that someone found it. It arrived in the mail a few days later.
A little Disney magic.
Yeah, Disney employees, however, did not get in touch with us when my son found $300 cash on the ground. They said, give it 30 days and you can have the money if it comes back.
Well,
I called and they said, sorry, the guy that I talked to said, I have no trace of that money. Here, sir, I don't know.
Sorry about that. Somebody pocketed that.
I was the least popular person in my family that day on vacation.
Yeah, I get it.
It's like
it's good karma, though.
Yeah, I thought so. It was in the bushes. He found it at the bus stop. I thought it's one of two things. It's drug money that's been dropped here for somebody to drop a package, or it just fell out of somebody's pocket while they're waiting on the bus with their family.
Probably.
And that was my selling point was, okay, you would, if that happened to me, you would want them to put the money back so I could get it to buy you stuff.
Yeah.
That was his response.
I guess.
If you want to be that way. Would Rob and or Riggins do it? What is it? That is what's next.
This is Ace and Friends.
We're here with our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies. And, you know, Richard, people have credit card bills, and they need to use that equity, don't they?
That's right. They use the equity in your home, restructure your debt, save yourself a bunch of money, and it's easy. We've got the instant equity. It's simple. They make you an offer. You can close in 4 days, get your money that quick. Ace, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. It'll change your life in virtually no time. Starts with a free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com. The Richard Toccato Company.
Richard Toccato Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
Ace and Friends.
So I did something July 3rd that I am curious to know, would Rob and Riggins do it? And I think I know the answer to both. I have this pontoon that I've had for, 14 years now. And we went out, it was me and my wife Amanda and baby Dax. And we had two of our friends, KK and her boyfriend John, were with us on the boat. And we go down to see the fireworks. And it's a long trip from where we are. It's about a 30-minute boat ride to get down to where the fireworks are that we wanted to go see. And where we go to see the fireworks is in a cove at Trump National Golf Course in Mooresville, North Carolina. So you drive your boat down into this, it's called Cocktail Cove is what they call it. It's right off the edge of the golf course. And it's the best location to see the fireworks because the fireworks are shot off from the golf course itself or whatever. And it is packed. I mean, hundreds of boats. Sheriff's deputies have boats just parked down in there, for the day, that kind of thing. It's crazy. And we are trying to maneuver our way through to get a good spot, and we find a good spot, and we drop the anchor, and it's a very windy day. Now, in a pontoon, even with an anchor down, the wind will have a tendency to blow the back end. If the wind blows, it'll blow the back end of the boat side to side some. So the boat's not moving, but it will kind of change the trajectory of how you stand. Well, it was very crowded, and it was blowing the back end of the boat towards a group of boats that were tied together. And we were kind of getting close, and we were going to pull the anchor up, and the guy goes, "Hey, let's just make it easy because that wind's going to be bad. Let's just tie up here." So we just tied up to these total strangers. 3 boats of strangers, didn't know who they were. And we just, eased our boat over there, and we all tied up, and that's how we spent the next 6 hours.
Oh, God. 6 hours?
5 hours.
5 hours?
Yeah, because the fireworks didn't start until, this was about 5 o'clock. Fireworks started at 9:30, didn't finish until 10 before we took off, and then we disconnected from them. Right. And my thought was, Riggins, would you have tied your boat up to complete and total strangers?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured you would say yes.
I wouldn't want to be on the boat for 5 hours, but if that's what's going to help. Okay.
Rob, what would you have done?
I'm not doing that.
I was right on both counts.
That wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, they said, hey, because that's what you do. I've done that before in other situations with people you don't know. You're like, hey, drop your bumpers down. We'll just tie off right here just because everybody's kind of moving around. It'll kind of stabilize everybody.
Yeah.
But you say no, Rob?
No.
You don't want to. And we didn't really interact with them all that much. We just tied off to them, and then we introduced ourselves to them and talked to them, and blah blah blah. And occasionally we talked to them for a few minutes, that kind of thing.
It sounds like you talked to him, and I don't want to do that.
Well, it was even on a very festive day, celebrating the day before America's birth, that everybody was just out there having a good time.
Well, I would rather celebrate America's birth on my own.
Well, good to know I was right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Glad to know that I was right about that. I forgot this. I just remembered this. I need to correct something that I said last week. completely forgot about this since the 4th of July holiday, but it just reminded me telling you this story.
Are you in trouble?
No, I said something that I was tired of something, and it turns out I was wrong with that. I was wrong. I was totally wrong, and I feel bad. I feel like I was kind of anti-American there a little bit.
Oh, gosh.
Next.
This is Ace and Friends.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
I am the modern day Mr. Rogers. I am staunchly, proudly, always proud to be an American. Like, I get emotional over cool American stuff. Case in point. We were just talking about, we went out on our boat July 3rd to watch fireworks. It was awesome. It was my son Dax. He's just turned 1. His first real fireworks display that he got to be a part of. But before July 4th, that week, I said, I just think I'm kind of tired of Lee Greenwood's Proud to be an American. Like, you heard it so much. And unless I hear it at the Coca-Cola 600 every year, I'm kind of like, yeah, I can do without it. I stand corrected, because the night of July 3rd, pitch black, fireworks going off. We're in this cove with all these boats watching the fireworks, you know, like 100 boats gathered around. And everybody's playing music and all that. And once the fireworks started, the different boats playing different, everybody was playing American music. And always like they're trying to trade off at this point. And somebody fires up Lee Greenwood, Proud to be an American. And there are fireworks going off, and I was like, you know what? I'm not sick of this song, not a bit. And people are singing it, and I was like, I'm not sick of this song at all. Like, play it again. And then somebody did play it again.
Maybe it's like the environment of when it is played. Like, you don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
You know, first thing in the morning in the car on your way to work.
No.
But on a boat on 4th of July.
I was like, you know what? I was 100% wrong. Like, it always feels good at the Coca-Cola 600 when they play that song and people cheer and the jets are coming and the whole thing. And you're right. It's the environment, because with those fireworks going off and you could hear people singing, and I was like, I'm not tired of this song at all. This is awesome.
You just got to be in the right place for it.
Then you know what they followed it up with?
Which one?
We'll put a boot in your head. I was just and people are just like, hundreds of people are singing. You know, at the top of his list. Fireworks going to be like, this is like, I'll never get tired of these songs. This is awesome. It was great. It was great. But in that moment, I was like, gotta remember to tell everybody I'm not tired of Lee Greenwood's Proud of You.
Not anti that song.
I'm not anti that song at all anymore. I was going to listen to it on a regular Tuesday riding down the road now. It was that good.
This is Ace and Friends.
Our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and we're talking about home improvement. That doesn't just mean, like, my wife thinks our home would improve if I left it. That's not what that means, is it?
Yeah, for Jody, that would probably help her out. But for everybody else, we need a sun deck, or they want a backyard kitchen. It's an easy phone call to 704-800-4719 or log on to homewithrichard.com.
Now, you've got the money in your home. Let Richard find it. HomeWithRichard.com. It's the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
and years of research,
we've decided great furniture
is good fitting
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
If you don't spend a lot of time on social media, you may not have seen this, but what it's like to be married, or what is it like to be married, more precisely, that's a question that's going around. And people share different examples. Like one of my favorites is the guy said, I've never been married. What is it like to be married? And there are no words. A guy just walks over to his microwave, and it's got like 3 seconds left on it. And he hits beep, and he clears it. That's his whole thing. This is... And I feel that so intensely, because that is every time my wife uses the microwave, whatever, it has to come out with 2 seconds left or 1 second left. And then she leaves it there. And I end up having to wait a minute until she walks away, then walk by and hit the button to reset it, because I can't stand seeing 2 seconds just sitting on there. But those are jokes. What's it really like to be married? This guy captured a moment with his older parents in the car. And you just get the feeling this is every day.
You lucky I ain't on myself the way you drive.
Watch your mouth. Keep on. I'm going to cover that baby's eyes, and I'm going to slap you so hard you ain't going to be able to see sunrise.
I want you to do
tomorrow.
that. I want you to do that, because you'll never see the sunset today.
Yeah, well, if you want me to, come on now, do it.
Sunset, I'm going to knock your out.
Dang, Grandpa.
That's husband and wife.
Yeah, you could tell that. Yeah, you're right. That happens all day, every day.
That would be exhausting to me.
And I think that's their son and their grandson in the car.
Their grandson, you're going to cover that baby's eyes.
Because the first thing he said, yeah, I blank my pants. She goes, watch your mouth. Yeah. Like she's scolding him. That's crazy.
But he tells me last sunrise that you ever seen.
I'll slap you so hard you ain't going to be able to see sunrise
I want you to
tomorrow.
do that. I want you to do that, because you'll never see the sunset today.
Yeah, well, if you want me to, come on now, do it.
Sunset, I'm going to knock your out.
Now, my parents bicker and argue like any couple that's been married a long time, but never once have they gone these I'll slap you, I'll hit you, any kind of thing like that.
You'll never see the sunset another day.
I wish you would. I'm going to cover that baby's eyes and slap you.
That is.
I wish you would. It's like, whoa.
I'm sure they're joking or whatever, but that's too much for me. That makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's next level.
Yeah. We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
We're here with our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies. And, you know, Richard, people have credit card bills, and they need to use that equity, don't they?
That's right. Use the equity in your home, restructure your debt, save yourself a bunch of money, and it's easy. We've got the instant equity. It's simple. They make you an offer. You can close in 4 days, get your money that quick. Ace, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. It'll change your life in virtually no time. Starts with a free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com. The Richard Toccato Company.
Richard Toccato Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Ace and Friends.
What is the greatest TV show of all time? And how would you ever be able to determine that? Well, there is a group that has taken 11 different rating services. IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, all that kind of stuff. And they've essentially aggregated all 11 ratings to get an overall rating.
I would trust this list then.
I think conceptually, it's pretty solid the way they've put it all together.
I'm an IMDb person. If it says it's got a good rating on IMDb, I'm watching that show.
Well, let's give you the top 5. Number 5, Band of Brothers.
Yeah, excellent.
Number 4, The Sopranos.
Excellent.
Number 3, Chernobyl.
Amazing.
Number 2, Game of Thrones.
Greatest of all time.
And number 1, you want to guess?
It is, oh gosh. No, I have no idea.
Breaking Bad.
Oh, Breaking Bad, absolutely.
According to this, when you take all these 11 different sources and aggregate them all together, Breaking Bad is the greatest TV show of all time. The rest of the top 10, 6 was The Wire, 7 Better Call Saul, 8 Stranger Things, 9 Sherlock, 10 Peaky Blinders.
I never saw Sherlock. That's the British version, I think.
Yeah.
I never saw that.
And this is extremely flawed because it makes it very difficult for, you say, the greatest TV shows of all time. I still do not think it's fair to put a show that's on Netflix up against a show that's on broadcast television because they don't play by the same rules. The rules are drastically different. For example, like Friends makes the list. The Office is at 17, Friends is at 15, House is at 14, that kind of thing. But the vast majority of these are shows that come off Netflix, or they come off streaming services. And the rules are so different, it's not even fair. Like a drama on regular television, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, the rules are so different for what they can do and what Breaking Bad can do. I just don't think it's fair to say they're the best of all time. I do agree that if it came on television, I think The Sopranos a little better than Breaking Bad, but both of them, top notch. And I haven't seen all of Chernobyl, but I watched about half of it and loved it. I haven't got away from it.
Really good.
But you have no problem. You don't have a problem with that?
No, I think that's a perfect list.
Yeah, Band of Brothers is the only one of those I've never seen anything of.
That's the greatest. Yeah, short series, amazing.
Yeah, I need to take some time and spend some time watching Band of Brothers.
That's really good and worthy of a rewatch. All those shows you can rewatch.
Yeah, I just started rewatching The Sopranos a while back.
That's a good one to rewatch.
Amanda had never seen it, and it was like, oh, I'd forgotten. Like that, the whole first season, you go, oh, wait, this is such a refresher because you forget a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. I won't ever forget that finale, that stupid finale. I hated that.
I thought the finale was, I loved it.
Oh, it was awful. No, you're wrong.
I loved it.
You're just wrong.
Loved it.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
Ace and Friends.
I would ask that you take a few minutes to meet Riggins' new obsession.
You're my obsession.
Where are these people from, Riggins?
The Western Kentucky?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen this? This is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
We'll have to describe this to give you the full effect. And maybe we can post this on Ace and Friends, on Ace Cannon Media, so people can check it out. At Ace Cannon Media to follow along and get to see this. But it is, you give what's the technical term? The Star Wars?
The Western Kentucky Lightsaber Guild.
Yeah. The Western Kentucky Lightsaber Guild. Now imagine, if you will, they are outside at some type of a park in a line, I think it's 6 per side. Each of them with a lightsaber at their side. Male, female, black, white, a very unique group of people. Very, or nothing unique.
Diverse.
About them. Diverse, thank you, is the word I'm looking for. And at one end, there's a man standing there, grown man, holding his lightsaber by his side. And that's where we pick up the story.
Initiate Aaron! Approach!
They make a shelter with their lightsabers. As he comes forward with his lightsaber, he kneels, and the head guy wearing...
By the right of council, by the will of the Force, I name you Jedi Apprentice.
This guy's wearing jorts and a muscle shirt.
Yeah, it looks like this thing like cargo.
Like, wouldn't you expect him to be more dressed a little bit better for this?
It's a formal occasion.
Yeah.
Speak your name.
Rilo Storm Chaser.
Rilo Storm Chaser!
Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
And now they all get up and walk out. And as they walk past someone, the people file in line, they walk out.
It's like a funeral procession.
If I walked up on that in a park, I'd be like,
what is going on? They've got toy lightsabers, and they're having an initiation process for a guy who has a new name, a new Jedi name.
Yeah. Wait, and Rilo
Storm Chaser.
Rilo Storm Chaser. And look, I love the sound effects. Wait, listen.
Initiate Aaron.
So what are they doing? They got that on Bluetooth speakers.
Now, it's got to be tough. You're in Western Kentucky, probably not a hospitable place for the lightsaber guild, for any kind of LARPing you want to do. And these are people in their 30s, 40s, 50s. These are not children.
Yeah, they appear to be, I would have guessed most of them in their mid-30s, early 40s.
And not a bit of muscle mass on any of us. That is just...
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
Our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and we're talking about home improvement. That doesn't just mean, like, my wife thinks our home would improve if I left it. That's not what that means, is it?
Yeah, for Jody, that would probably help her out. But for everybody else, we need a sun deck, or they want a backyard kitchen. It's an easy phone call to 704-800-4719 or log on to homewithrichard.com.
Now, you've got the money in your home. Let Richard find it. HomeWithRichard.com. It's the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
This is Ace and Friends.
Riggins, do you believe in soulmates?
I don't know.
Take D. Rob. Do you believe in having a soulmate?
No.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Your soulmate is supposed to be, I guess, your deepest person you connect with the most.
Your destiny as well.
Yeah. I saw this over the weekend, though. Here's a good question. Can your soulmate be someone you're not romantic with?
Yeah, I think that'd be fine.
Like, could you see? To me, though, your soulmate, you're so deeply tied to each other, that your soulmate has got to be your significant other.
I don't think I'm fine with it without it being someone you're intimate with.
This says a soulmate is someone who helps you grow, challenges you, and enriches your life in meaningful ways. Whether that relationship is romantic or not. Now, I've always considered the soulmate has got to be the person you are tied to forever. It says, like close friends. Some friendships are so deep and meaningful that they feel like soul connections. Your friends can understand you on a level that others do not. Family members. Family bonds can be incredibly strong and fulfilling. A family member, such as a sibling, parent, or cousin, can be a soulmate. And a mentor, teacher, or guide who has a profound impact on your personal growth and life journey can also be considered a soulmate.
My life journey.
And then it said your pets, but stop.
Is that any more ridiculous than your teacher being your soulmate?
Yeah, I think your soulmate has got to be the person you've got this romantic. That has to be part of it. Because that's the thing that makes it even deeper. I'm not a soulmate person. I don't really believe in the whole soulmate thing. But,
a little dramatic. But be careful telling anybody that your sister is your soulmate
or your teacher. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, that you're going to get some looks.
Or your pet is your soulmate.
That one I think you'd have less people think you're crazy.
You're right. You know what? You're right, Rob. You would let. Fewer people would think you're weird for saying that your pet is your soulmate than for saying your sister is your soulmate.
Yeah, and if somebody's like, man, Professor Plum, really, we're meant to be together.
Professor Plum.
Who is
this? From Clue?
I couldn't think of. I was thinking like professors, like a teacher. I don't know, man. It's the only professor name I could come up with.
Professor Plum.
He did it though. He killed him
in the library with a candlestick.
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
We're here with our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies. And, Richard, people have credit card bills, and they need to use that equity, don't they?
That's right. They use the equity in your home, restructure your debt, save yourself a bunch of money, and it's easy. We've got the instant equity. It's simple. They make you an offer. You can close in 4 days, get your money that quick. Ace, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. It'll change your life in virtually no time. Starts with a free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com. The Richard Toccato Company.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Meet up with your friends.
Love it!
Ace and Friends.
All right, strap in for a quick run around a few things that you might find interesting. Number one, Chicago is the northernmost U.S. city with more than 1 million residents. Never really thought of that, but you're like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. In 2018, November Rain by Guns N' Roses became the first video from the 1990s to surpass 1 billion views on YouTube.
It's like 9 minutes long, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty long. It's pretty long. You might find this interesting to know that Morgan Wallen just broke the record for the biggest country concert ever in the UK. He played Hyde Park, which is a very famous venue. Over 50,000 people showed up to see Morgan Wallen in the UK, and he told them, I'm coming back next year. Get ready. They're expecting even more.
I like his music, but he seems boring in concert.
I don't know. All I've ever seen is the walkout. You know, I've seen hundreds of those, and I watch them because I'm fascinated by that kind of stuff. Because I know that's the greatest part of doing a concert. To me, that's the most exciting thing. Is that walk, that moment. Oh, there's nothing like it. It gives me goosebumps just to talk about it.
That's the height of the adrenaline, I'm guessing.
It's just like it's just the very best. Especially the bigger it is, the better it is. When you can hear, or you're in a place and you know that it's sold out and there's a buzz, and they come get you like it's time, and you get that. Oh, I can't even explain it.
You feel like Lil Yachty?
Would have been my choice of artists to select, but yeah, I guess in some ways I do feel like Lil Yachty. In that moment.
He's your soulmate.
If you want to look something else you might find interesting, if you want to look young, hip, and trendy this summer, socks and sandals.
No thanks.
Well, a new poll found almost 1 in 6 Americans. But here's the most important part. More than a quarter of young people now think socks with sandals is a good look. Now, I wonder how they qualify sandals, because I think what you're getting is slides. Mm-hmm. It's guys wearing socks and slides.
Are we talking about that you think they're thinking like Birkenstocks or something instead?
I don't know. It's how they word it. I think when they say sandals, a lot of times they probably get young guys saying they're talking about slides. 26% of people under 30 said it's usually how they roll when they've got sandals on. Another 11% are on the fence about it. Yeah, during the winter, that is a standard part of my attire around the house.
Yeah, I was about to say, it seems like something you'd wear when you're home. Or like wearing your pajamas out, potentially.
But I see it a lot. My son showed up to go to the lake July 4th. He had socks and sandals on, socks and his slides on.
And they're also wearing higher socks now, right? Like
mid-calf.
Ugh.
I mean, yeah, I have no interest in wearing mid-calf socks. But I mean, when I was in high school, a teenager, it was knee-high socks. Yeah, knee-high socks are hot.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Yeah, they were hot. And I mean, they were physically hot. Like the temperature was actually hot.
Literally
not hot.
hot.
It's sexy.
This is Ace and Friends.
They say there are only 2 things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Ace and Friends.
Here's a little proof that flattery will get you everywhere. I mean, a little flattery always makes somebody's day. UPS guy shows up at the house, rings the doorbell. Woman comes to the door. If you have trouble hearing this, we'll relay this for you. Here we go.
Mom or Dad home? It's me. I apologize. Well, congrats.
First off, whoever posted this, turn the stupid music off. That drives me nuts. Secondly, if you missed it, the guy said, "Mom or Dad home?" And she said, "It's me." And turns out the lady actually put at the bottom, she just turned 30.
Just turned 30.
And the UPS guy, "Mom or Dad home?"
Yeah, my apologies. But she was flying high after that.
Now, here's my question.
Need to apologize.
The reason I wanted to talk about this. So that's her Ring doorbell camera that captured that. She pulled that off and said, "I'm gonna post this on social media."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Oh, good for you, girl." And the comments are all great, and it's a neat moment, no problem. However, if a guy posted that, he would be just roasted.
Yeah. Yeah. Or any equivalent to that. Like, You know, it might not be an age thing, but it might be just some sort of compliment that he gets from a random person. Yeah, he'd be ripped apart.
Yeah.
Look at this egomaniac. He's red flags all over the place. Never date this guy.
Why don't you just post your picture, man? Let us see. Just say it yourself. Or
Yeah. Oh, he'd be ripped apart.
And I'm not saying I'm above it. I'd probably see that and go, "Oh, dude, get out of here, dude. You had to post."
Of course, yeah. We'd all have the same reaction, but it's just one of those double standards that exist.
Because she had to close that door and go, "Oh, wait, I'm going to plug my phone."
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he said. And she then probably send it to a friend. Friend said, "You should post that." I am going to post that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should.
And you never see her in it. You never see her in the video. It's only about 10 seconds. What, you think you should post it, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
You would.
She's having fun.
Okay. If a guy posted it, would you think he was weird?
No.
Okay. You'd be okay with that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
That he's not like a D-bag?
I don't think so.
Oh, I would. I'm not going to. Sure, God, look at this dude.
Because when it comes down to it, it is, and I'm not saying it's necessarily wrong, but when it all comes down to it, it is somebody who was in that situation, received a compliment, and then said, "I'm going to post that. I'm going to post this so everybody sees this person compliment me."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm sure we've all done it in some form or fashion at different times.
Yeah, it's nice being complimented by strangers. It's fun.
Yeah.
But to have it on video and then share it on social media is another level.
There's nothing wrong with it. I just think it shows a very big double standard, because if a guy did it, it would be really looked down upon.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
This is Ace and Friends.
Right. This is one of those things I probably should have given everybody a heads up on to think about an answer for this question. When it comes to social media, what is something you are tired of seeing? I can give you two things off the top of my head. Well, one, watching Morgan Wallen walk out to every concert. Two, Hawk Tool Girl. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
Hey, we found her. We got the story. I think she seems sweet and fun loving and all that. Okay, now it's we've seen it. We got it.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next thing. Rob, tell me that they're trying to get her on a pilot for a TV show.
Yeah. Or it might be like a reality show. I'm not sure, but they're trying to get her a TV show. Is what she said.
Okay, I can see a reality show. I can absolutely see that.
Still a little extreme. We don't know if she's funny for longer than 2 seconds.
No, I agree, but still, who knows? A lot of people have reality shows that aren't funny at all.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
At all. Is there anything out there that immediately comes to mind when it comes to social media? And you go, "Yeah, I'm tired of that."
There's a new Megan Thee Stallion dance that people are doing to her new song, and I'm already sick of it.
Oh, you should recreate it. I would like to see it.
Yes, Rob. What would it take for you to recreate?
I do not dance. I'm not dancing. It's
even better.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to see you do it well? That's no fun.
There was a time that I thought it would be funny if I went on Instagram and recreated whatever the female trend was at the moment, like whether it was nails or showing off the booty gains or that kind of thing, just kind of making fun. Then I decided not to do that because it seemed like a lot of work.
Well, that is probably true. It probably would take a long time to do that.
Maybe that's it. I should learn like all of the popular, like, what is it? There's a girl on TikTok now. They're talking about Blue Sweatpant Girl that does a dance that the artist Tyla does.
Oh yeah, with that weird leg thing and
whatever that is,
shaking her hip.
I should try to learn how to do that.
That looks really difficult.
It looks very difficult
because I don't think men's bodies genetically they don't move the way like hers does.
So is there anything, Riggins, that immediately comes to mind? You think, I could do without some more of that.
Part twos of story, like you can do a 5-minute video, but tighten it up. Just in general for everybody, tighten it up. We don't need 3 parts of the breakup story. You can probably do that story in 3 minutes, and it'll probably be more impactful. I just hate that when you're kind of invested too much time that you don't want to bail out. You're like, well, I'm too deep in it now. Oh, I got to go watch a part 2.
And then never go watch a part 2.
No,
never.
It's just unless it's like incredible, but it never is.
Sometimes you can't even find the next part.
That's the big problem. The only part 2 kind of thing that I would watch is like the people who were stuck in Jamaica when Hurricane Beryl was coming, because they're only giving you what they can in that moment.
Yeah.
They're not trying to drag it out. They're like, okay, we'll have more later. Okay, I'll come back later and look for it because I want to know what's happening.
Yeah, it's kind of like a saga. But if it's like one story, I don't know, tighten it up.
Yeah, it shouldn't. Your story should not be 7 minutes worth of content.
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
Is Ace and Friends.
So now that July 4th is out of the way, I kind of feel like we've passed the halfway mark of summer. That's not true, but it feels that way.
Like that.
I know.
I'm good with it.
Rob doesn't like the summer.
It's hot.
What are you looking forward to for the rest of the summer, Rob? Anything?
Well, Friday the new Star Wars card game comes out. So
okay.
New set of it.
So that's going to be big for you in
That's
your
my
world.
whole next week, man. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
And then the week that we're on vacation, is that you'll just play card games all that week?
No, my friends are working, so I got to figure out something. Maybe I'll watch some TV.
You got to figure out something. Like, I got to plan what I'm going to do.
I started watching The Bear, so I'll probably get through that.
Okay.
You're not going to go kayaking in the like Adirondacks or something?
I haven't thought about it.
Like your brother's got a pool. I'm sure you could go to your brother's house when he's not there. Will you at any point ever think, Rob, while you have all day to yourself, wake up and think,
well,
Meredith is off too, right?
I don't think she won't be here though.
Because she's a school teacher.
I don't think so. I think she'll be gone.
What, camping or to the beach?
You know, one of those things that she does from time to time.
Okay. And no interest, no desire to go with her?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm with you on the camping. I have no desire to go camping.
Well, when she goes camping, she has to go to one that has electrical outlets because she has a CPAP. So it's hard. It's not even the same thing. It's not
You
even
can't
camping.
get a CPAP on like a generator, on like a portable power bank for your phone.
You cannot. In case you were curious, that doesn't work.
You got to buy that girl a gas-powered generator.
For the CPAP.
Sleep with a CPAP with that generator's outside her tent.
It's barely camping at that
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't even call that camping.
You might as well go to the Westin or
Is
something.
it camping if you've got a cabin with a double bed and a bunch of electrical outlets?
Well,
it's not.
Well, she does sleep in a tent, so it's just a place that has electrical outlets near, so that she can plug up.
Will she be by herself in a tent?
I don't know if that's what she's doing, but when she goes, she usually goes with other people.
Yeah, I can see how that kind of could be romantic, like a little camping, couple camping kind of thing.
Not
Fool
me.
around.
I'm not the one going.
Yeah, right. Well,
Couple in a tent,
I'm not
close to two electrical outlets. They can both plug in their CPAP machines at the same time.
I'm not sleeping outside. I'm just going to put it that way.
So romantic.
This is Ace and Friends.